Welcome to our TOEFL prep session. Today we're diving into the Read an Email task, a common part of the reading section that tests your ability to navigate everyday professional and personal correspondence. In this lesson, we'll focus on pinpointing key logistical details and identifying the primary purpose of the message. Let's get started and see how to extract the most important information efficiently. If you want to master more TOEFL reading strategies, don't forget to subscribe to myTOEFL and join our community of learners. Let's keep working toward your target score together. C. Thompson Webmail.com. This email is addressed to C. Thompson Webmail.com, identifying the specific recipient of these arrival instructions. Evans Season Retreat org. The sender's address, Emmy Evans Season Retreat. Org suggests this is a professional communication from an organization specialized in wellness. So 5 Tani TTT2 Wes. John 05. The date 05 T2 LE2 LE1 is provided, which is a vital detail to keep in mind for questions regarding timelines or deadlines. Yoga Retreat Arrival Details. The subject line Yoga Retreat Arrival Details clearly signals that the main purpose of this email is to provide logistical information for a specific event. Dear Clara Thompson. Addressing the recipient as Dear Clara Thompson creates a polite and semi-formal tone suitable for business to customer relations. Thank you for signing up for our summer yoga retreat. The writer begins by confirming the recipient's enrollment using the phrase signing up, which establishes the context for the following details. The weekend program starts next Friday, June 14th. And this sentence specifies the start date of the event as next Friday, June 14th, which is a crucial detail for scheduling. We ask all participants to arrive at the center by 5 p.m. for registration. The phrase arrive at the center is paired with a specific deadline, indicating a mandatory requirement for the check-in process. The first group meditation session will follow shortly at 6 p.m. Here, the sender clarifies the schedule by noting that the group meditation session is the first activity after registration. Please remember to bring your own refillable water bottle for the sessions. The use of the imperative, please remember to bring, highlights a specific item that the participant is responsible for providing. Bed sheets and towels are provided by the center in every room. By stating that certain items are provided by the center, the email helpfully informs the guest what they do not need to pack. If you have any specific food requirements, please update your profile online. The instruction to update your profile serves as a call to action for participants with dietary restrictions. Best regards. Best regards. The sign-off "Best regards" formally concludes the message while maintaining a professional tone. Mark Evans. The name Mark Evans confirms the identity of the person coordinating the retreat logistics. What time must participants arrive at the center for registration? This question asks for a specific time that participants are required to be present for registration. We need to look for a clock time associated with arriving at the center. Now, keeping this in mind, let's look at our options. Let's take a closer look at option A. 5 p.m. This option, 5 p.m.er, is the correct choice because the text explicitly states participants should arrive by 5 p.m.er specifically for registration. Now, let's examine option B. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. The choice 4 p.m.er does not appear anywhere in the text, so we can safely eliminate it as a distractor. Here's option C. Let's break it down. 6 p.m. While 6 p.m.er is mentioned in the email, it refers to the meditation session, not the registration time. Finally, let's check option D. 7 p.m. There is no mention of 7 p.m.er in the passage, making this option incorrect. Therefore, the correct answer is option A because it directly reflects the time mentioned in the text for the registration process. Which item does the email specifically ask Clara to bring? The question asks which item Clara is specifically asked to bring. We should look for keywords related to items or packing requirements. Now, keeping this in mind, let's look at our options. Let's start with option A, a water bottle, a water bottle. This is the correct choice because the email explicitly uses the phrase, bring your own when referring to the water bottle. Moving on to option B, a set of towels. The text states that towels are provided, so Clara does not need to bring her own set of towels. Let's examine option C, her own yoga mat. Although this is a yoga retreat, there is no mention of a yoga mat in the list of items to bring. Here's option D. Let's break it down. A sleeping bag. A sleeping bag is not required because bed sheets are already provided by the center in the rooms. The correct answer to this question is option A, since the text explicitly mandates that participants provide their own water container. To excel in read and email tasks, always pay close attention to the distinction between what is provided and what is required. Scanning for specific times and items will help you avoid common distractors. Now, keep practicing these detail-oriented questions to boost your reading score. Great job today!